Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Flags in a Gym, a podcast dedicated to all things color guard. My name is Eric. I'm your host and resident color guard nerd, and today's episode is our 2026 Dayton predictions. I've expanded the party a bit and invited 3 friends to join me in making our top 5 predictions for each class at Dayton this year. This is a fun one, so sit back, relax, and let's talk some color guard. Hey everyone, quick message before we get started. I wanted to wish everyone a wonderful, successful, and happy WGI. Go out there, give it your all, take it all in, breathe, and most importantly, have fun. And remember, whatever your result ends up being this weekend, that one result doesn't define your season or your career. So best of luck and skill to everyone going. I'll be cheering you on from home. So on to the episode. Hi everybody, welcome on in.
Hi.
Hello.
I would like to welcome some friends in. So this is the Dayton Predictions episode, and I have expanded the party this year. I've invited 2 more guests to the table. So my first guest, you all know Will very well. Will Stevenson, say hello.
Hi.
Will's been on the podcast many, many times, so he is back. Also returning to the podcast, if you did not catch her episode, is Alicia Shippey, maiden name Ray, who marched with Bishop Carney. So say hello and reintroduce yourself to everybody.
Hi, friends. I'm Alicia. I marched Bishop Carney in 1995 through 98. I marched Syracuse Brigadiers, and I taught Gates Chi for many, many years. And I'm just a color guard enthusiast.
Yay. Welcome.
And she's a public school teacher, so put some respect on Alicia.
Oh.
You second or third grade?
Second.
Second, that's right.
Bless their heart.
Yeah, bless their hearts. And then a newcomer to the podcast, please welcome Alex.
Hello. Happy to be here. I'll just share a little bit about myself. I am originally from Bellbrook, Ohio, but live in Indianapolis, Indiana now. I've been involved with the marching arts world for, I think at this point, about 20 years. Started marching band as a little 7th grader and then have just stayed involved ever since. I spent 5 summers teaching FJM summer clinics. I kind of did that in lieu of marching drum corps. So I was a part of that program when they had their clinic program. And then post-college, I've volunteered with BOA and WGI. I do a lot of social media content creation and coverage for various circuits and events. And then I'm currently the assistant director for the Eastern Hancock High School Color Guard here a little bit outside of Indy. So that's quickly a little bit about me.
Yes, and a fun fact I learned about you, you were originally a percussionist.
Yes, absolutely. I was a little percussionist all throughout high school, actually. So I was on the drum line, played marimba, did all that fun stuff, and then twirled flags on the side. So
we converted one.
Exactly. You converted.
There's a lot of great guard people that were drummers, so
yeah,
that's awesome.
Good to have rhythm. I mean, it's good sport to have it, right? Yeah. So we are here for the Dayton Predictions episode. If you did not catch it last year, Will and I got together on a whim and we were like, you know what? You want to just pick who's going to be top 5 each class and just see what happens. And we had a great time doing it. And we were moderately successful. So, and it got a good response. So I'm like, we'll try it again. So we have 2 new friends joining us. And we're going to pick our top 5 for each class. And then we're going to pick the medalists of open class and world. We don't pick medalists of A because the top 5 is already hard enough. You know, with world and open, you kind of have a good idea who's going to be up there. You know, with A, it's like you're just throwing darts at a wall, seeing what sticks, right? For the most part. So remember, these are just our opinions and our guesses. And much like your March Madness brackets, we're just taking wild guesses on some of these, right? I think they'll beat them, right? You know, oh, they wear blue and they wear red. I like red more, so I'll pick the red team, right? I've seen it all with the football pools and everything. And we're going off hunches and gut feelings. So if we don't pick your group, please don't get upset. It's not that we don't love you. It's just we're looking at scores and all that, and we're just taking a stab at it because we don't want to be wrong. We don't want to go over 5. And also, we also know all bets are off when guards get to Dayton. So rankings and all that only mean so much, especially in the A class. We saw it last year. There were guards in the top 20 in Scholastic A that didn't make finals. Some of them barely made semis. So like I said, we're taking guesses and we're going to have a good time with it. So team, are we ready? Do you have your picks?
I have mine. I'm ready to go.
I'm ready. Yes.
I've been going back and forth. I just
Yep,
changed
mine
them
are all right here.
I
like
just
10
I
minutes
just
ago.
changed a couple too.
Yep.
I was like, you know
So,
what? Ooh, it's hard. It's hard. Gosh.
especially the A classes, man. That was hard.
Ah, that
Yeah.
was
I think poor Alicia's terrified.
it's
I went in with like my top five, like who I liked, and then I was like, oh wait, no, we have to pick who we're gonna win because who I like doesn't always win.
Yeah, exactly. And that's okay. You can just pull the Bishop Carney card. You're like, you know what? I have like 17 gold medals, so I don't care.
Yes, 17 or 3, it's fine, whatever.
it's woo.
Good.
Let's do
All
this.
right. So we're going to start with Scholastic A. There are 139 units competing in finals. We had technically 2 drop out. There were 141. Wiley got moved to Scholastic Open. And then there was a Texas school that begins with an H that pulled out. So from my understanding, there's 139 groups.
I think there's 136.
Oh, did more drop out?
I think there's 136. From what I counted yesterday, I printed out the schedules, and so I was like, and I think it's 136, but regardless, it's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. Anyway, of that 130 something, 20 make finals. So, Will, you get to go first. Who is making your top 5 in Scholastic A?
So, no surprise, I'm from Kentucky, so I got to root for my home teams a little bit. But I put in Campbell County High School, woo-woo, go Camels, Mount Juliet, Tennessee, John C. Bertelbaugh from New York, Carroll High School from Indiana, and Madison Central from Kentucky.
All right. Did you say Campbell County Camels? Is that their mascot?
That's their mascot. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Go Camels.
That's kind of fun. I want to be a camel.
Like gold and purple, I think, are their colors. Yeah. I'm not sure what Madison Central is. I don't know, but
all right. So you said Campbell County, Madison Central, Bertelbaugh, Carroll, and
Mount Juliet.
Mount Juliet. Okay. All right. Well, mine is not far off. I think we're all going to pick John C. Bertelbaugh, I would assume, because they're the highest score. But I have John C. Bertelbaugh, Campbell County, Madison Central, Carroll High School, and Liverpool.
Oh, all right.
I got to see them at Bethlehem, and they're my sleeper pick. They're hovering like 7th, 8th. I think they can do it. So they're my sleeper pick for top 5. It's so tight up there. I was thinking maybe Friends would too, but I think they're going to be like 6th or 7th, and watch now. None of them are going to make top 5, right?
Don't jinx them.
Yeah, no, yeah. Knock on wood, right?
Yeah.
So those are my top 5. So we're going to go with Alicia next.
So I picked most of the same. I really went off of the band scores Instagram because it's been really hard for me to catch up on all the essay shows. So
we love band scores. Thank you, band scores. Yes.
I really went with a mathematical approach.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I really was looking at the spreads and like how close they are, like separated by tenths, and it was wild. So I also picked Carol. I think that show's super cute. I actually really enjoyed watching that show a lot. I picked John CB.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to say that name.
It's Bertelbaugh, yeah.
Okay. So I picked them obviously because they're number 1 right now. I picked Elizabeth High School, also Campbell County, and also Liverpool.
Oh.
They are some local people.
Oh, that's right.
So I went with some local friends. So I'm rooting for them.
Nice. Very good.
Alex, who do you have?
Alrighty. So I've got obviously John C. Bertelbaugh, and then Madison Central loved their show in Indy, so I'm excited to see them again. Really pulling for them. I've got Friendswood, Texas. I feel like we're gonna have to have a Texas group in the top 5. I'm going with Friendswood. Liverpool as well. And then I also am throwing Nation Ford High School as well. So I rewatched their show yesterday and I feel really good about it. I love it. If they clean it up, I think I can see that breaking the top 5.
They probably would have won last year if they went.
I know. And I saw them at BOA and I was like, oh, this color art is phenomenal. So seeing them, at an indoor, I'm like, oh, yep, I really hope and can see this making top 5 for sure.
Yeah.
Will, you said the same thing. You said their outdoor was phenomenal.
At BO, yeah, I went to semifinals and I was like, they were given Dreamsicle, prom dress
Yes.
fantasy, and I was here for all of it, every bit of it. It was gorgeous.
I immediately said they're one to watch for winter. So I'm glad they're
Yeah,
definitely holding
yeah,
up.
loved it.
Yeah, excellent. All right, so we got quite a few Liverpools, and I agree with you. You know, I was thinking about a Texas group as well because I'm like, when I got to like other
Very
classes, I'm
good.
like, I don't have a Texas group. I should probably have a Texas group, but
Mhm.
all right, who do we have for fan favorites for Scholastic A? Will, I'm going to come back to you for this one.
Okay. For fan favorite, I've got Nation Ford.
Yeah, the fortune teller crystal ball show.
Yep, it's super super fun, and yeah, I think it's just a good feel good show. I like it.
I went with Elizabeth High School, who was the Spanish for the fans when the crowd was really into them at Bethlehem. Like the crowd was all about Elizabeth High School. So if they can get seen by enough people, because remember with fan favorite, it's any guard, as we learned last year. It's not just the finalists. They
Semis or finals, it
prelim,
doesn't matter.
semis, or finals. If they don't
Yeah.
do the text, the finalist name to a number anymore, it's anybody, as we learned last year. As some prelims guard one fan favorite. So yeah, Elizabeth is my pick for Scholastic A. How about you, Alicia?
I'm still sticking with my Liverpool friends. I'm rooting for them for that.
Go Liverpool. Are they super local to like Bishop Kearney, or is it just like a circuit? Or
Uh, I think Circuit. They're about an hour away from where I used to live. So like when I competed with Briggs mid York, we would see them a lot and go. We had a show at Liverpool and things like that. So and some of my former marching friends teach there too. So
shout out to
Cool.
Liverpool. Shout out to Liverpool. They're small but great. I think they only have like 9 kids, and
Love
and
yeah,
they're
they're
killing it.
tiny.
Quality
Mhm.
over quantity.
Yeah.
And Alex, who do you have for fan favorite?
All right, this one was hard. I'm going with a bit of a wild card. I'm doing Franklin High School from Ohio. So they have a rock
Ooh.
climber show, if anybody remembers that from,
Yes.
yes, the Indy, were they at, no, they were at Avon Regional. So
Avon, yes, yes, yeah.
they were at Avon. So they have some really cool moments. They've got some fun weapon moments, and they have a baton twirler in the show as well. And I just think it's a very accessible show. So I am pulling for, yeah, Franklin from Ohio.
Love that.
How
I,
fun.
I judged them in the fall, this past fall,
Really?
and yeah, they have a great guard. They are really
Mhm.
they've got some super strong kids. Really cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, we locking in Scholastic A?
Lock.
All right, we're going to revisit this and we'll see when we do the recaps. We're going to look at everybody's predictions and see how everybody did.
All
And if
right.
you don't forget, if you want to participate in the contest, the link is up on the Instagram and Facebook. You can win some merch, and you guys can do it too, my friends here. So, all right, let's move on to Independent A, our next class. We have 72 units per what the current entry said. So, competing, and 15 make finals. I get to go first. This one, I had 4 that were locks. So, I had Relentless, Caledonia, Sonar, and Orlando Visual. I was like, I've seen all those 4. I'm like, I'm picking these 4. And then I got to who am I putting in number 5? I don't know. And I'm going to go with Anasadora A. I saw them at Avon. They made the trip out. I was really impressed by it. I think they're sitting like 7th or 8th. And I've also seen Maharlika, and I was really bouncing back between those two. And I'm like, I'll just go with the Colorado Guard. I'll take a swing, maybe miss, but Anasadora A is going to be my 5th for Independent A. I think Sonar is a complete lock. Caledonia is a complete lock. Relentless is a complete lock. Apparently, Relentless. So they only had 7 last year. They have like 12 this year. Apparently, the 4 or 5 they got are all Flanagan kids, which is why they're like when you see their weapon spin, you're like, makes sense.
Cool.
I was talking to somebody there and like, oh yeah, like half the kids that came were from Flanagan. I'm like, oh, that's why your weapons are so tight. Like, all right, Alicia, who do you have for Independent A?
I have Relentless. I've followed them since 2022 when they were world class. And when I volunteered at WGI, I made like a really good connection with them as I was opening and closing the curtain in the back. So I really love them as a group and I love their philosophy and who they are as people. I just really love that group a lot. So I also have Sonor, Caledonia, Orlando Visual, and then I went with Revival A.
Another great pick. I have a question for you. When you volunteered at WGI and you got to pull the curtain, were you allowed to stand on the other side of the curtain and watch, or did you have to stay on the
Oh,
performer side?
No, I pulled the Bishop Carney card and said that I'm gonna go watch. It was mostly for AMP that I did that. I there's actually one of I think their semis video for their Joker show. It was either semis. Yeah, it was semis, not prelims. You can see me sitting by myself on the side in the empty stands, just me like sitting there like, so good, you're so good.
Awesome.
Because I ran out and I hop up and I run back so I can pull the curtain back open. But yeah, I would run out and watch and then skedaddle along the side and go open the curtain as they were pulling their floor. I was like,
Great.
I'm going to watch. I can't sit back here because they have the screens back there, but that's not the same.
No, that'd be torture. Like it's like right on the other side of the curtain, you can't even look.
You know, one of the best parts about that was being able to see the kids after they just came off, and that some of them are, you know, having their senior moment and crying because they just had their last show, and like the exhilaration and just everybody's so full of joy at that moment. That was what I really liked about being the curtain puller. And then I would run over through the tunnel to the other side and watch them go in. So everybody's like super nervous and waiting and taking in that moment as soon as they pull open and you see their faces just light up when they see the arena for the first time. And like that's a moment I'll never forget. So watching these little babies, you know, they're so precious, going in and seeing that for the first time, and then I'd run back over and see them. I'd open it up as they came out, and it's like a really cool little experience I got to have with each guard that came through.
Love that. That's awesome.
Yeah, and I agree. You open that curtain, you're just like, you walk out
Yep.
on a Dayton floor, you're like,
I'll never forget Billy Parent, who was my instructor for Briggs. He said to us, there are some moments in life where you have to take a mental picture and just take this all in. And this is one of those moments. So I really hope that you all do that. And I'll never forget that. Because I kind of, in my high school, you kind of take it for granted a little bit. Like, so when I had that final moment, when I knew it was my last performance, I was like, yeah, I have to take this in. So my advice to all you performers out there, take your mental picture.
and they're gonna be listening to this because I gotten some messages. You didn't pick us to win, blah blah blah. Third Legend was so mad at me last year. They were so mad at me last year. But they used it as fuel and then they ended up winning. So there we go.
You didn't jinx them.
There we
so
go.
it worked.
All right, Alex, who do you have for your independent A?
Alrighty. Well, Eric, I have the same exact five as you. So I agree. The four locks, Caledonia, Sonar, Relentless, and Orlando Visual. And then yeah, I saw an Isadora A at the Avon Regional, and yeah, they impressed me. It was between them and Revival A for me. So I was kind of going back and forth between the two. I wouldn't be surprised with either of them sneaking up there, but I went with an Isadora.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Mr. Will.
Almost the same as everybody else. Caledonia, Sonor, Orlando Visual, Relentless, and then I picked Maharlika.
I was like, because I was just thinking in my head, I'm like, who's actually ranked number 5? Because nobody picked it. And then you said, that's right.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, let's do fan favorites. I went with Caledonia. I think the Venus Flytrap show is just going to catch a lot of eyes, and people are going to be like, that's a lot of fun. They're in neon green sequins. I mean, come on.
It's, yeah.
Can't go wrong with neon green.
Right. How about you, Alicia?
Relentless. They're my favorite. So
Alex?
Alrighty. I was gonna do Caledonia, but
You can still pick them. It's fine.
nope, I'm gonna go Voxar EMA. Who doesn't love a little over the rainbow moment? So we're gonna go with that.
And Mr. Will.
I picked Sonor.
It's so good. It's such a good show.
I don't know. I feel like there's something about it that's gonna make the crowd just lose their mind. It's just so cool.
I will say at the Bethlehem Regional, I just finished recording the Bethlehem recap that I got bullied into doing. It actually just went live before we started recording, but I was sitting in the stands as Sonar went on, and a lot of people were like, Sonar, really? They're in first before they performed, and then they finished, and all the people around me were like, yeah, I see why they're in first. They're just like, yep, that deserves to win. It is just so good. And they're young. Their average age is 15.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. They're very, very young. So they have a 12-year-old on their weapon line.
Oof.
Sure, why not?
Right?
Why not? It's fine.
Oh, mercy. All right. So we good with A class? Anybody want to make a change? Are you good?
I'm set.
I think I'm good.
We are locking it in. We are going to move on to Scholastic Open. This is one that I struggled with, but thankfully I get to go last on this one. So, Alicia, you are up first. So, give us your top 5 for Scholastic Open.
So are we putting them in medals or not yet?
No, not yet. You can just list your top 5 and then say your medalists after that. Yep. And you don't have to rank your medalists. Just say of the top 5, I think these 3 are going to medal.
Okay.
Unless you really want to go there and say, nope, this person first, this person second. If you want to go for the gold, you do it.
Well, I don't know how to say this, and I never had Oviedo.
Oviedo.
Yep. Oh my God. I watched that show, and the first word that just came to my mind was like exquisite. Those kids are so well trained. That show was fantastic. So I'll just say they're my number one. And then Brownsburg. They're the toys in the toy box. That show is right up my alley. It is so fun. Those kids can spin their little tails off, and I love the toy boxes, the oversized rocking horse in the back, and they're really just going for it. I love that. I love that show so much. I showed my mom. She's like, they look like little toys dancing around. I said, I think that's the point. And so, and they came out of the toy box and they just sold it. I love that show. And then I saw that they were ranked second. I was like, oh wow, okay, that's amazing. So this was tough for me. I actually just watched this show like 20 minutes before we signed on here. Franklin Central. I don't know where they're from, but as soon as their music started and their voiceover, I go, wait a minute, I know that voice. And I realized it was my favorite actor, Rami Malek, doing the final monologue from Mr. Robot. And I'm such a nerd that I recognized that. I was like, wait, this is for Mr. Robot, but it's a show about time. And it's a monologue about changing the world. But I go, I know that voice. They're top 3 immediately.
I didn't know that.
I had no idea
Yeah.
he was in that movie. That's amazing.
Yeah. I was like, wait a minute, I know who that is. That's Rami. Because I had a small obsession. When Bohemian Rhapsody came out, it was a problem.
Hey, no judging. We all have our celebrity crushes and our celebrity fixes, so no judgment at all.
God. And
you know who's a little crazy is all these heated rivalry fans that are going like, look, the show's great, love it, whatever, but some of these fans are just a little like, we need to bring it down a level, lady. Like, come on. Like,
I haven't seen that show yet, but I'm seeing like edits and stuff on TikTok, and I'm going,
it's spicy, very spicy, and the books are
get a fan out and get your papers.
But Franklin Central is from Indianapolis.
Okay, so yes, love them. And honestly, side note, music aside, their show is excellent. I love the concept. I love the production. I love the colors, everything. So I really like their show. Then I have Dobbins Bennett. I've been a big fan of theirs since The Bride.
It was a great show.
I kind of wish they were doing something a little bit more edgy, like they have been doing in the past, like the gargoyles and the melted snowman, like taking a twist on things. So I like their show. Their costumes are stunning.
Those sequins, oh my God.
Please make one in my size. I'll wear it around while I'm vacuuming, please. I love their costumes. They're gorgeous. I think they're top 5 for me. And then I went with Timber Creek.
Out of Florida doing Cotton Eye Joe. I was watching that show and I was like, wait a minute. Because it's like a folk version of it that's sung by a man and a woman. I'm like, this is the redneck song.
Well, can have that in color guard. That's fine.
I know, but I was just like, this is so. I was just like, somebody remade this song into like an actual song.
Yeah, it's a really cool take on it. Yeah.
I'm just like, wow. So you had Oviedo, Brownsburg, Franklin Central, Dobbins Bennett, and Timber Creek. Alex, who do you have?
Alrighty. So I've got Franklin Central and Brownsburg. Gotta, pull from my Indiana groups.
Home team. Yep.
Absolutely retweet everything about Brownsburg. Absolutely love their show this year. And I am just glad they're kind of back in that like fun wheelhouse. I feel like they did that, a couple years ago with the Chicken Show. And this show kind of feels like a similar vibe. So hope they continue that trajectory. Big fan. I'm kind of continuing my Texas, have to have a Texas group in the top five as I did for Scholastic A. So I've got Westlake High School. I noticed on the recaps that their execution scores were a little bit lower. So if they can clean things up and tighten things up, I think I could see them, moving up into this top five here.
Wow, you're digging
Also,
into the recaps and everything.
oh, I digged into the recap. I did my prep. Come on. I did my prep. I was looking because I don't know, Scholastic Open, I struggle with the last couple of groups. So I was like, where are we at? Who can improve, So that's where I was at. So Westlake, hopefully, I'm pulling for y'all. So and then I've definitely got Oviedo. Another fun fact about them, they have made finals every year in Scholastic Open since 2018. So, and they've placed between fifth and ninth every year. So is this the first time that they can jump in the top five? We will see. This will be what, year seven, I guess that would be. That's Oviedo. And then I have Dobbins Bennett High School.
Isn't Oviedo the group that did, and I'm going back to 2022, my volunteer year, they did like the tribute to all the historical,
Yes.
oh,
That was
that show.
Nine of them. Yeah.
I
Great.
sobbed in the audience that was one of the ones I ran out for. Sobbed my eyes out. That show's beautiful.
yeah.
They're excellent.
I loved it. Yes.
Mhm.
I always love their shows. They're great.
Yeah, Michael James has that running like a well-oiled machine, and I
was just gonna say he's done such a great job. He was at Cypress Creek for a long time, and they were also in finals multiple times and always given some great shows. And
he did like Mary too.
he did. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, that's beautiful. Love them. Yeah. Cool.
All right, Will, who do you have?
So I've got Oviedo, and like Alicia, I think they're gonna win. They're first place. I'll call it. Timber Creek from Florida, Franklin Central, Indianapolis, Brownsburg. Yeah, Brownsburg is just seeing them at the Avon Regional. Was it no the Indy Regional was just, oh my gosh, it was just a blast. Like you could feel every single one of those performers having such a great time with it, buying into it. The soundtrack, I mean, well, Celine Dion, come on.
Right.
So can't go wrong with her. Yeah, they're fantastic. And then James Bowie from Austin, Texas.
Oh,
The
okay.
Mannequin Show.
It's a little, I don't know. I'm still like, do I like this? I think I like this. I think I really like this.
One of those good weird shows where you're just like, this is
it's really interesting. So I'm like, you know what? Come on, pop up in there. So yeah.
I'm here for it. Yeah, take the swings, right? We're just guessing anyway, so why not?
Yep.
Mine are the same as Alicia's. Oviedo, Brownsburg, Franklin Central, Timber Creek, Dobbins Bennett. Yeah, I think we're all on board. Oviedo's just gonna win. Finally get them out of open and up into world.
They're ready.
They've been the stalwart in open for so long. It's like Shenendehowa. Shenendehowa is just constantly Oviedo and Shenendehowa always in open finals, always in open finals. And Shenendehowa got into the medals last year. Looks like it's Oviedo's turn. Brownsburg, we've all said it. It's a complete blast. Franklin Central, just quality program. Timber Creek, quality. That Saber line is insane. And fun fact, so I mentioned at my Stewart Regional that it was like it reminded me of the Stoneman Douglas Saber girls from the past. And the instructor messaged me and says, "Hey, I work with Timber Creek. I teach the weapons, and I used to teach at Stoneman Douglas."
That's amazing. That is really cool.
So I'm like,
wow,
clocked.
They still got it.
Yep. And then I was going back and forth between Dobbins Bennett and Holly Springs, but I think Dobbins Bennett is going to edge them out. And those costumes, I'm sorry, that just I can't imagine what that's like in person because I saw it on video, and just the sparkle you get on video in person, that's gotta be like blinding. It's got to be so amazing. Will, you got to do some research when you're at Dayton because you're the fabric person. You got to do some research.
Yes, I'll figure out what is that. Yes.
All right, so let's go through and do medalists and fan favorite at the same time. So I think we're all on board Oviedo as a medalist, right? I think we just blanket statement that for everybody. But Alicia, I'll let you go first with your medalists.
Gold Oviedo, silver Brownsburg, and Franklin Central bronze. And my fan favorite is Brownsburg.
Alex.
Same exact order. Yep. I'm all with you. Gold Oviedo, silver Brownsburg, And bronze, Franklin Central with Brownsburg fan favorite.
Will.
I'm gonna throw a wrench in this. So gold, Oviedo. Silver, Timber Creek. Bronze, Franklin Central. Fan favorite, Brownsburg.
You lied to me.
Spicy.
We were texting earlier, and I said I had Brownsburg as my fan favorite. And Will was like, "Really? I hadn't even thought of them as
Didn't even
favorite."
think about them. I changed it earlier. Well, the group I had, I don't think the show is gonna be quite the. It's not gonna quite grab people the way that
That it
we
grabs
would.
you.
Who is it? I want to know.
Palm Desert Middle School.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gorgeous, but it's not quite the like jump out of your seat,
Yeah.
oh my gosh. But yeah,
everybody has a soft spot for them, though. I mean, because they're middle schools. Like I couldn't do that in middle school. So
yeah.
my medalists, Oviedo. I'll rank them since y'all are doing so. Oviedo first. I'm gonna do Franklin Central silver, Brownsburg bronze. And fan favorite, I was waffling between two. I think it's going to go to Brownsburg, but I'll do an honorable mention for Pearland High School with the
Mhm.
techno show.
Good call.
That was my
Yeah.
second choice.
So I mean, they're both really fun, but I just think once Celine Dion is blaring in the gym, and you're getting river deep, mountain high, and you got all these toys running around, I think that's going to be the deciding factor for fan favorite. So this was actually probably the easiest fan favorite I picked. So. But I was like, Pearland, that's a good choice too. So I hope Pearland makes finals. They're on that cusp, but still 2 weeks to clean as of recording. When this comes out, you'll have like 2 days.
So,
All right, Independent Open, our controversial class this year, as with the wait lists and everything. So we have 41 units competing. 15 make finals. And with Independent Open, they use two different sites for prelims, but it's the same judges panel. So top 24 go to semi. So if anybody's questioning how that works, it's just top 24 scores. Alex, you're up first. Who are your top five?
Yeah, so I don't think anyone's gonna be surprised with First Flight, Revival, and Origins. Those three have been in the top three all season. They've been kind of, moving around, but I see them in the top three. I'm also really pulling for Homage, so I have them in my top five as well. Absolutely love, love, love their show this year. So pretty. Love that Cynthia Erivo piece. It's just fabulous. So I have Homage. And then I'm putting Opus as well. So I also love, love that show. And I think that they had a little bit of a rougher run at the regional, and I can see them cleaning things up as well and, pulling ahead in Dayton. So I've got Opus in my top five.
Nice. We love the wild card. Yes. One of our friends is going to be so happy to hear you pick Opus because he is utterly obsessed with Opus's show this year.
Love it. So fun.
Will, your turn.
Okay. Top five. I have First Flight. Such a good like it. I didn't. I'll be honest. I didn't like it listening to it at first. When I
Mhm.
first saw it, I was kind of like, visually, it's. I mean, it's gorgeous. I love the yellow, the big splash of the yellow, like so much yellow, which is great. And then the bits of the blue and the whole salt thing. But then I saw it again, and then I saw it again, and then I was like, I get this now. Like, okay, this is clicking more and more and more. And yeah, so they're fab. Origins, I actually haven't seen Origins open, but I just kind of went off their numbers of like, you know
Hmm.
what? You'll have to just not even walk in the gym to not crack the top five. So I think you'll be fine. And then Revival, love that show. It's gorgeous. There's at least one performer from Evansville, which is great. So she's in that show, which is fun. But yeah, oh my gosh, that show is gorgeous. Wow. And then Tampa Independent, I have them, and Nova Independent. I put them in there.
First year unit.
Really?
Yes, Nova's first year unit out of Texas.
They don't act like it. Cool.
All right, so we got a little bit of mix here. So, as with Scholastic Open, no surprise, I have First Flight, Origins, and Revival, top three medalists of some order. I think First Flight's going to win. The other two, I think, are going to flip flop. And then I have Homage and Nova Independent. I just, I think Homage. I mean, there's just a huge jump. It's a great show, like you were mentioning, Alex, that Cynthia Erivo. I am sad they got rid of the trick flag. Just
Mhm.
I talked to somebody, they couldn't make it work. They were just having too many technical difficulties with it, which I completely understand. I did a trick flag with my kids, and we had one show the entire season where everybody got their top silk off, and
Oh,
we only had 11 kids. I can't imagine a guard of what 30 that they have trying to make sure everybody gets off.
yeah.
So when I saw them at the Avon Regional, I was like, "Oh, you guys got rid of the trick flag," and they were like, "Yeah, it wasn't giving, it wasn't doing what they wanted it to do, and one of those tough decisions." So, yeah, and then yeah, Nova first year program, killing it. So that's my top five.
Nice.
How about you, Alicia?
So I went with the mathematical approach with this class as well. So I haven't seen all of these shows. So again, but I did see First Flight. So I like it. Will, you're making me want to go back and watch it again. So I can enjoy it further. But I see where they're ranked. So I put them in top five. Origins I liked a lot. And then I went with Mathematically, Homage, and Revival. And then I put Tampa Independent as well. Their red flag feature is just everything is so perfect at that point with the perfect shade of red with the blue and everything is just perfect. I loved that moment so much when I saw that. So I was like, yeah, they're going in my top five just simply for that beautiful flag feature.
Yeah, and it's a very cute show with the movers. It's a different
Mm-hmm.
take on it, and they're kind of like Rosie the Riveter ish with their
Yes.
costuming, and yeah, yeah, I like Tampa Independent. They were in my waffle zone. I'm like,
Same. Yeah.
So all right, let's do medalists and fan favorite and independent open. Alex, you are first.
Alrighty. Medalists, no surprise. I'm going with First Flight in first, and then I'm gonna say Revival in second and Origins in third. So that's what I'm really hoping Revival gets up there. They've been a finalist the last couple of years in Open. It's their time to be top three, so really pulling for them there. And then fan favorite on double dipping, I'm going with Opus as well. So in my top five and fan favorite. So really pulling for them.
Come on, Opus. Represent North Carolina, right? They're out of North Carolina, right? One of the Carolinas. Represent.
Not South.
No, they're not South. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
you would know, Alicia, because you're in South Carolina.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Will, what you got for your medalist and your fan favorite?
I am, and I'll go down top to bottom too. I'm gonna put Revival in first, and
Ooh,
Origins in second, and First Flight in third.
ooh.
And then fan favorite, I just said I haven't the faintest idea with this class, although just now I occurred to me, oh, actually this group could do it. But I'm gonna go with who I picked. Northern Academy from Yorkshire, United Kingdom. Why not? Who the heck knows? And honestly, spoiler alert, I'm really hoping that all three of these international groups make finals in this class.
I
I
agree.
am so here for all of that. It hasn't happened in a long time, and I'm like, you know what? Let's do it. Bring it to us.
Yep. At least make semis. Yeah. If like, you're going to make that big trip, I hope you at least make semis, but I would love to see them make finals. Yeah.
It'd be really fun to have them in there. But yeah, Northern Academy for fan favorite.
Love it. I have no idea what they're doing.
No, absolutely no clue anything about
Oh, what?
that.
Pride of the Netherlands won it last year, fan favorite,
Yep. With
right?
the Wicked show.
Oh, hey, you never know, right?
That's how we learned that it didn't have to be a finalist.
Right. There you go.
My medalists, I have First Flight, Origins, and Revival. We're ranking. So I'll do First Flight first, Revival second, Origins third. And then fan favorite, I like Will, I struggled. I was like, I don't know, because there's no like amp level show like people like that or like Brownsburg that's super high energy that you could see people gravitating to. But just from what I've seen, like when I was in Indy and when I'm going to pick Homage.
Ooh,
It's
yeah.
not a crowd show. It's a very beautiful show, but just they had a big response in Indy and they have a big following. So I'm like, I'm going to pick Homage for fan favorite. And the show's lovely. That floor is beautiful. That yellow floor with the dandelions.
Oh, beautiful.
So
That
pretty.
pink flag at the end. Did they keep the pink flag? I don't know if they kept it
They
with
did keep
doing the reveal.
the pink
Think
flag. Yeah.
so.
So they
It
got rid of the white one that was underneath.
so pretty. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
And it's a
Yeah.
perfect shade of yellow too, because yellow can be a dangerous color. You print that on a 60 by 80 floor.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah.
All right. And then Miss Alicia.
Okay, so I'm just gonna throw a wrench in all of it and just throw spaghetti at the wall. I'm
We love
going
it.
to
We're here
say,
for it.
let's do Origins in first, First Flight second, and then Tampa third.
Okay.
That's my guesses. And my fan favorite is Gates Chile.
Oh,
Oh,
with the
yeah.
gates of
My
hell.
people.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're doing that. I didn't. Oh,
Oh,
okay.
yeah. It's a 180
I
from
haven't
last
seen
year.
that.
Oh,
Ooh,
yeah.
that's all right.
Yep, my people.
I saw it at Bethlehem, and they've made a lot of progress in cleaning up and kind of tweaking things. And it's just straight up hell. Everything's fire, and they have fire printed flags that come out at the end. And then they all
Burn
start
it
screaming
down.
like they're burning alive at the end. Yeah, it's
Oh. Maybe is it our modern day Northmont 97? Are they giving
it's
us
not
the
that
hell
dark, but
we
yeah, I mean
needed
that's
for
probably the
this?
closest we've gotten in a while. Yeah.
That's pretty dark for them. Like
Yeah.
that's not their typical show. I mean, last year was the typewriter, and then they did the where they started off in black and then turned into color
Oh
the year
yeah.
before. I think
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
the year before that.
yeah. Okay.
Um, but everything's usually been pretty like upbeat and positive. And when I saw that they were coming out with the show Gates of Hell, I was like, oh, all right, let's do this. That's I like it. Let's go. Let's do it.
It's a good time. Got a good crowd reaction. So opening dancer is amazing. And then yeah, all there's like 25, 30 performers. They all have this fire flag at the end. And the way it's printed when it ripples, like it has like a cool extra effect when it
That's
ripples. Like there's
cool.
nothing in it, but just the way the design is printed, it looks
Hmm.
like the flames are actually moving. It's a cool effect. And I think they cut the end of the flag. So I think in Philly they were square, and then they put like the flame cuts tails on the end of it. So
Fine.
Good job, Mike.
Come on,
Woo.
GE, let's do it.
that's right. All right, Independent Open is done. Moving on to the world class. Here we go. We're going to start with Scholastic World. Now, Alex, I'm really interested to get your take on this because you're from Indianapolis and you see many of these guards all the time. So when we get to you, I'm intrigued to hear your thoughts. But we're going to start with Will with Scholastic World, your top five.
All right. So I've got the Woodlands. I just love it. It's gorgeous and yeah, love it. Arcadia, I don't know what the heck that show is doing with all the wires and stuff, but I cannot wait to see it in person. I mean, on video, it's amazing. So live, I can't even imagine. But those performers are just rock solid. Like, holy cow. Yeah, I just love it.
That's the Rosie Queen in them.
Yeah, if she's still there, I don't know, but yeah, love it. Flanagan from Florida, absolutely gorgeous, and that the pre-show alone is like 10 minutes long. So I'm like, I'm watching this movie, ready for all of it, but it's just beautiful. I mean, wow, just I don't feel like it's very in your face, and I kind of like that. I think we need that a little bit. So yeah, love that one. And then I have Avon. No denying those performers are fantastic. I'll be real honest, I don't like the show, but the performers are not. Wow, my God, they're good. Just amazing, amazing students. And then Center Grove, who I don't think has been in the top five in a really long
A
time.
really long time. Yeah.
And kudos for them for making that show come to life as the season has progressed. It has, I don't know, it's coming together right at the right time for them, and it's really cool. So yeah.
All righty. Mine isn't too far off from you. I have Arcadia. I think I'm just going to say it. I think they're going to win. I think they're going to win the class. It's just the concept and the execution of the concept is the best in the sport this year. Avon, staple, Woodlands, staple. Just they're just exquisite programs. I mean, they could put out a mediocre show and still be top five just because of the quality of the performers. Flanagan as well. And I think that is going to become their trait. Their little thing is the extra long pre-show because they have very very long pre-show. And I love how they wrap the performers up in fabric that later gets pulled off of them and is used. Like they hide this material they use in the show on the performer. I thought that was cool. And then instead of Center Grove, I went with Carmel. Those were the two. I was like back and forth, back and forth. I know Center Grove beat them at the regional, but then Carmel, I think, beat them at states. And so it's just like back and forth, back and forth. So yeah, I know. And Carmel's been adding more. Like they added the water guns on the floor.
What?
Well, I call them water guns, but they're spraying water everywhere. And
Okay.
so yeah, that's my top five. I love Arcadia. It's phenomenal. And I saw them a video of them in the Palm Desert, and they've been getting a lot cleaner, and they still have 2 more weeks. Watch out.
Yep.
Miss Alicia, your top five.
So I am not far off from both of you. I'm going with Arcadia, Woodlands. I want to watch it more. The I I don't want to be shady. This is not to them. This is just an overall observation of musical choices this year. I'm really big on music, and like if your music isn't drawing me in, I'm gonna have a hard time. So I just need to watch Woodlands again because their music last year was like perfect. Like as soon as I heard that, I was like, yes, I love this show. Please, like I needed to see more. So I guess I just need to like understand a little bit more of the song and the choices. So then I have Avon. I'm with you, Will. I mean, after Voila and then taking a year off, I was kind of expecting a comeback, but it's not against the kids. The kids are fantastic. The kids are fantastic, and obviously the show is doing well. So good job for them and coming back after all of the drama from last year of why they took the year off and things. So good for them for coming back and coming back strong and being where they are now. Carmel, I'm usually a big Carmel girl. So this song choice took me back a little bit. I like the show. I'm all about liquids being thrown around, please. Like I'm here for it. Like please shoot the water in the air. I love it. So they're in my top five. And Center Grove is too. That I need to see that show more too. I need to watch it again, maybe with some Cliff's notes to help me help me understand the story a little bit more. But those are my top five.
Yeah, I agree on Center Grove. I would love to get the spiel sheet that the judges get. Like, what is the concept? Why is this girl by herself? Why is she different? Like, and then your show title's not helping me. Motivist. That means nothing to me. You know, if your show title was exclusionary or singled out, it'd be like, oh, I get it. But like motivist, okay, please explain. So I think we're all in that same boat. It's just like it's a beautiful show. The kids are amazing. Why is this one girl by herself?
I could be totally wrong, but after watching it, I watched it a couple weeks ago in person again, and I take it as she's like the sun and something to do with like time and like how the sun,
Oh,
I don't know, how to do
okay.
with
That
time.
makes
That's how I took it. But hey, please,
oh,
Senator Grove,
but
if I'm wrong, tell me.
well, because the staging kind of does that. It sort of does
So they do that
orbit
moment where they're all in the center,
around,
right?
and
And
then
they're
they.
like slowly turning around with the
Thank you,
performer.
Alex. I like that interpretation. I'm gonna go with.
That's how I take it. I don't know.
I'm gonna go
I
with
could
that
be
when I
wrong.
see it in person again. Yeah.
Yeah, that helped
So,
me understand too. Yeah. And now everything you said makes total sense.
and maybe if that's not it, let's just go with it.
Mhm.
Whatever.
Right.
Tell it to yourself.
Yes.
And have them call up
Um,
troopers so they can bring back the sun prop, right?
Oh
Well,
my gosh, bring back the sun prop. Bring back the sun prop. Oh, that poor sun prop. I wonder what she's up to.
alrighty. And then we have Alex, your top five, being an indie native and seeing all these guards all the time. What are your thoughts?
yes. Well, Ohio native, but new Indiana resident. So, I got to root for my Ohio groups too. But top five, not too surprising. I have Arcadia. I also agree, Eric. I think they're going to win the class. I think they're going to run away with it. I'm just obsessed with that show. I've watched it probably the most of any show this season, and I'm ready to see it live. I'm so excited. So Arcadia, Woodlands. I also agree with you, Alicia. The music, I need to see it in person. Maybe watch it a couple more times. I am also a big music person, and so if you don't grab me music wise, it's hard for me to get fully into it. So, but I also cannot deny the absolute crazy talent that the Woodlands has. So, I think that they're going to be right up there 100%. And then Avon, and maybe I'm in the minority. I like this show. I think also seeing it in person, and when I'm at the regionals, I'm sitting up close. And so for that, like for the flag feature section that they have in the front and just kind of seeing the emotion on their faces, I think it really hits me. They're also, I think, a pretty young group, or at least like that rifle soloist that does the back handspring. I think she's a freshman. So
That's what I heard. Yeah.
yeah, so they're a young group, so hey, I'm giving them a little bit a little bit of grace too. Took a year off coming back, so I like it, and I think they'll be top three for sure. I also have Flanagan. I'm so happy with the direction they've been going the last couple of years and kind of making their way back up into the top half of this class. I've always been a huge Flanagan show. Their 2012 show is one of my all-time favorites, so I just love seeing them back up
Is
here.
that the wall year?
No, that's not. That was Project Innocence 2012. So that's when they won, I
Gotcha.
believe.
Okay.
So one of my favorites. And then Carmel. I went with Carmel. My boyfriend's gonna hate me. He's a Center Grove graduate. So but I love Center Grove and I absolutely love the show. I want to see them up in the top five, but they've been flip-flopping with Carmel. I think we'll see a change during the finals weekend. One will kind of jump the other. I could see it happening, but just after state finals and just kind of history, I'm just going with Carmel, but I would be very pleasantly surprised and happy to see Center Grove in the top five as well. I love their show this year. It's grown on me so much throughout the season. So big fan.
Look at that. All right. Let's do medalists and fan favorite. So, Will, you are up first.
All right. So in third place, I'm gonna give the Woodlands. Second place, I'm gonna give Flanagan. And first place, Arcadia.
And who's your fan favorite?
My fan favorite is Palm Desert High School.
Ooh,
I cannot wait to see that live. The videos, it looks. I wasn't quite sold on it initially, but I was like, but when I saw it at the, I guess Manhattan Beach, I was kind of like, they're really good. I didn't understand it, and then the Palm Desert Regional, I was like, oh my God, these kids are just having a blast with this show. And it's yeah, I'm just like, you know what, this is a feel good. Northview would be a dark horse, but I think Palm Desert is going to be my pick.
all righty. I have Arcadia for gold, Avon silver, Woodlands bronze. I just think that's how it's going to play out. I mean, Arcadia definite gold. Like I almost feel like I could make a safe bet of, in Las Vegas on that. Like you're not going to get very high odds on that one. And then fan favorite, I was waffling between two. Northview is my number one pick, and my number two pick is Shenendehowa. If they can make it into semis and enough people see that show, when those ghost holograms pop up, people are going to lose their damn
It,
minds. It is, and
yes.
they've added more to it now where they add it so they like walk towards the audience, so like it's bigger and big. And it's
Oh my
so cool.
gosh.
It's so cool.
Oh
Uh,
my gosh. I really hope they make semifinals. I think that crowd will lose their crap on Friday afternoon if
yeah,
they
because their very first World Guard on in prelims. So I'm like,
Mhm.
they need to make semis. Please make semis so people can see
World
this.
Cup.
Yeah.
Like there's not a bad group in this whole batch of these Scholastic World Guards. So I mean,
It is cutthroat
it's
this year.
really,
Yeah.
really good.
And six
Yeah.
of them aren't making semis. So 20 of the
Wow.
26 make semis.
Yeah.
And then five
Um,
of those don't make finals. And I will say, kind of like on a separate prediction, I think Scholastic World's going to have the smallest margin of the first alternate. So whoever's 16th is going to be, that's going to be the smallest margin between 15th and 16th.
Yeah.
So, I'll say Shenendehowa for fan favorite. It's probably going to go Northview, which I'm totally fine with because I'm obsessed with that show too. I have the music on my phone. Like Alicia said, that some music just grabs you, and I just love the approach they took with the hip hop. And it's a show you have to see live because with the slamming of the desks, it adds to the audio. And at the indie regional, because they're having sound issues, they just pumped the music into the feed, so the show was super flat. I was showing my husband, watch this, and then I'm like, oh, like you lose half the show because of it. So live, it's gonna be great. Alicia, what do you have for world medalists and fan favorite?
So I'll go to Las Vegas with you, and we'll bet a lot of money and win for Arcadia first. I'm putting Woodland second, and then it was tough for me to pick third. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm still waffling. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna change it on the fly, caramel.
Oh,
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Let's do it.
I'm here for that. That's exciting.
All right, let's go, caramel. Do it.
I love it.
And then my fan favorite is Shenandoah. I love them. I talked about them on my
Always
last
so
time
good.
we talked.
Even when they're bad, they're still fantastic.
Yeah.
Like it's just
The creativity on their team is just, I don't know how, if I had a little bit of that creativity in my little pinky, I wouldn't know what to do with myself. But they're just, where they come up with these ideas and the execution of these ideas is just mind blowing. Their
and
team
every
is
year
just
it never feels like you've already seen this. They make it fresh every single
right.
And they pick some crazy idea and then they do it well. It's not even like it's poorly done or like when they did the skydivers, and they had
oh my gosh. And they were dropping out of those boxes.
right. You're like, how did you figure out how to do this? And it didn't look janky at all. Like you're just like, dude, like how did you figure out how to do this?
They fully invested in making it happen. It's super cool.
I'm trying to get them on the pod. They expressed interest in doing a program showcase episode, and I'm like, I am here for it. So I said, we'll reconnect after Dayton. I was like, you worry about your season. We'll talk afterwards. And they're like, great. So
going with what you said about you never feel like you've seen that show before. I think there's a lot this year where I'm feeling like, it's giving so and so from 2024, giving so and so from 2019. Just a lot of shows this year feel that way. Like I feel like, okay, I've seen this before. And I'm not trying to be shady. It's just an overall impression that I've gotten. Like those props look familiar, or this feels familiar. And I think it's harder now because we've been doing this since the 80s. I mean, we've been doing this for so long. Of course, people are going to be repeating show concepts and show ideas, and it's so hard to think of something that's new and fresh that's never been done. So
they just resort to Bitter Earth instead. Yeah.
But I mean, Shen is like that one group where who would have thought poison dart tree frogs would make an amazing show, or bats, and like
or a migraine. They did a whole show about a migraine.
They did?
And 911 operators. I love them.
Yeah, you don't remember the migraine where they had the big rotating platform center stage?
Is that what that was about?
Yeah, it was like and it had like stress and everything. It was about like a migraine. They had that killer flag feature.
I did not realize that's what I just thought it was really cool. No idea.
And Alfred Hitchcock with the showers. Just love them.
That is my favorite show they've ever done. And there's one video of it from like a circuit show. It's so bad because of the way it's not the show, but like the video of it is so bad. But it's that birds flag feature, and then when they're in the showers and they pull the skirts over their head, and all of a sudden it's red like the blood. It's just I want to copy that show somehow.
Yeah, get them on program showcase.
Absolutely. That would be a long episode because I have so many questions for those people. You step away for a second. You're good.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna mute myself.
Alicia, I was just thinking. So you volunteered 2022 for WGI? Okay, that was my first year volunteering too. So we were all hanging out in the same place. That's so funny.
Where was yours?
I did social media.
Oh, okay.
Back when their social media was a volunteer position. So back in the day.
Yeah, I did the curtain opening and I ran warm up. I ran equipment warm up and movement warm up for world class.
I did equipment warm up my first day down in Truist, and then I came back up too. Yeah, that's so cool.
I love having my own private little shows. I was like, "Ooh, ding, time's up."
I know. Warm up was fun. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I felt like I was like so in charge. I was holding up the cue cards every 5 minutes, hey.
Like, I've got my phone timer. You guys have 9
Right.
minutes.
Yes, it was fun. I love the warm
I've thought about doing that, but I've never, I don't know. Was it hard, or did you just plan to like take the week off of work and just kind of lean into it? Or,
Honestly, the thing that stands out to the most to me was the pure exhaustion
up.
that I felt at the end of it. I didn't even stay for World Finals because my flight to go home was I had to be at the Dayton airport like 4 a.m. And I'm like, I am not going to headquarters and hanging out with everybody. Like I'm going to bed. I did, and I wanted to stay for World Finals so bad because that was such an exciting year. I'm like, I physically cannot stand anymore. And
Yeah.
I I was so exhausted. But I mean, they have you on your feet, like you're constantly going. There's very, very little breaks. But I called in sick. Don't tell my boss. I called in sick and then so I called in sick Thursday and then took the Friday. And so I had flown up, I think I maybe Wednesday night I flew in.
okay.
Yeah.
And Alan Buell and picked me up and we he took me to like the hotel and then it was all a blur from there.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
wild. But they provide breakfast for you. They give you food. They take very, very good care of their volunteers. Um,
Yes.
it was 3 straight
Long,
days
long days.
of just
Yeah.
constant in your face, like high energy, everything. But it was a great experience. I won't say, there's nothing negative about it. It's just you're just so tired. You need a week to recover.
Yeah.
WGI does it the best, in my opinion, in terms of volunteering. They give you the hotel room, they have snacks at the end of the night. Like you
Hmm.
said, they feed you all the meals, but you're working. They work
Hmm.
you, and but it's organized so well, which I love too. Like I feel like they are on top of it, and it feels like, they care about you. They're excited to have you there, and they make you and they show you that. So, and you get
Yeah.
polos,
Hmm.
gear, 50%
Hmm.
off, other
It's
gear.
nice. So you don't
It's
have to worry about what you're gonna wear.
exactly. Yeah, they
Yeah.
they
And they
they
tell you
do
what you wear every day,
a ton.
like
Okay.
what your outfit is. They give you different color shirts
Yeah.
for each day.
Yep.
Um, and they provide the transportation for you. They take you to and from. They'll pick
Oh,
you up from
nice.
the hotel. They'll take you if you need to go back to your hotel. They have vans running constantly, so
Yep.
they take very good care of their people.
Nice.
It's a well-oiled machine.
You get to pick your
Yeah,
station, or do they just assign you to something?
they tell you,
Mm.
and
You get
you
to
like kind of
preference, like
yeah.
you say, like, hey, I would prefer this, but
Hmm.
yeah.
Because I'd end up directing traffic in the parking lot. That'd be my luck, and I wouldn't be able to see any color guard. And it
You
would
could
be
be
like
me
last year's
and
Dayton where
like
it rained nonstop. So I'm outside in a
yeah.
poncho with an orange cone this way.
Right.
You could be me in preference, and then if they accidentally put you somewhere you didn't preference, send them an email and say, hey, just wanted to check in on this. I didn't preference this. And then they'll
Ah.
change it. Just
Oh,
saying. I haven't done that for WGI, but I have done that for BOA. So
cool.
Like I run the Flags in the Gym podcast. Do you know who I
Right?
am? Please put me where I want to be. Thank you.
I received. Come on.
Alrighty. Alex, we are on you for your medalists and your fan favorite.
Alrighty. So I've got Arcadian first. I have the Woodlands in second, and you can't count out Avon. So I'm putting them in third. You really can't. But props to you all for taking some leaps. But I feel pretty confidently about that top three. And then for my fan favorite, I'm going with Warren Central. I think at the Avon Regional, the crowd, Eric, like you said, was a little dead,
A little
but
dead.
yeah,
I talked to some Warren Central kids, and
Pretty rough.
they were like, "What the hell was going on?" It was like they were like practically performing in silence.
Oh, there's
I
nothing
know.
worse.
Well, if of everyone, I think Warren Central got the biggest ovation. So that's how I felt. And I mean, I love this. I love the show. I love the pacing of it. And if they are nails in finals, if they hit everything, I think it'll be a really, really great show, great moment. So I do think they have, comparison to last year, maybe going against them a little bit just because last year's show was so like hype and in your face. But this year's show, I love it just the same. So I'm a big Warren Central fan this year. So I have them as fan favorite, but I was going back between them and Shenandoah Hoa. So yeah, went with Warren Central.
Yeah, I love Warren Central Show too. Now, I know the floor is last year's floor. Are those uniforms reused too? Because I had a thought that because their show is called Everything Old is New Again, that they were recycling stuff from all their previous years. And it was just kind of like that was kind of like the idea, like, we're doing this whole everything old is so like we'll reuse the floor and we'll reuse uniforms from this show. And it was just a thought. I could be totally wrong.
The uniforms look different to me enough. I know they usually have like a similar like silhouette, I feel like, for their uniforms, as many guards do. But they look different enough to me. But maybe they like cut it up a little bit. I don't know. So, but yeah, they look different to me.
Yeah, and I love the mixes of First Circle. I love how they play it backwards at one point, and
Really cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do do do. I was humming that all the entire drive home from Indy. That and Northview's dum da dum dum da, dum. The entire 10-hour drive home.
I'm trying to get my boyfriend to use that Northview music for one of his dances next year. So I absolutely love it. I was singing that the
Oh,
whole
it's
time.
great. It's great. All right, last class. Are we ready? Independent World. We have 33 units competing per my last check. 15 make finals. So this should come as no surprise. I have Paramount, Fusion, Fantasia, Blessed Sacrament. And then for my fifth guard, they spoiled me last year. I'm picking them this year. Juxtaposition over Etude. Nothing against Etude, but I was dead set that on my five last year, and then Juxtaposition in finals decided to jump the line and move up into fifth. So you know what? I think they're going to do it again. So Paramount, Fusion, Fantasia, Sac, and Juxtaposition. Honestly, the top four were an easy pick for me. And then I was like, who's the fifth one? It was them or Etude. So Juxta it is. I'm hoping Fusion wins. But that's me. Alicia.
So my top five are Etude, Blessed Sacrament, Juxtaposition, Paramount, and Fusion. I will talk more about Fusion, but they have come so far as a group over the past few years. And their show, when I saw it, first of all, let's go with music again. I absolutely love the music. I did years ago, 1998, we did a little ditty performance in some clinic in New York City to the same music, and it just brought me back like all these memories. I'm like, oh my God, I did this song. And I could not, the take that they took on it is just so different, but their show is just exactly what an independent world guard show should be. And I couldn't stop watching. And I haven't loved their shows over the past couple of years. I've kind of just been like, okay, this show, it just took me, it's next level for Fusion. I'll use the word exquisite again, like I did for Oviedo. They're exquisite. It's just fantastic. And one thing, I really wanted a big flag feature hit at the height of the music, but they do the dance feature with the jackets, and it's giving Ohio State dance team 2020 whenever they did that with the Travis Wall choreography. That's what I felt. I was like, that is feeling very Ohio State to me. But I like it. It's different. I think I wanted it to build to that point. I was waiting and waiting and waiting, and it didn't, and it gave me something else. And I'm like, okay, that's okay. You know, we went in an unexpected direction, and I think that's cool for a group to do. I think that it's really unique because that's what everybody would want at that hit in the music. You want that big flag feature moment, but we're gonna toast it on you, and we're gonna take it someplace else and do a turnaround under our jacket. Like, okay, yes, let's do it. I love it. I really Fusion is like they just took it for me as soon as I saw that. And I've started showing my family. When I show my family a show, I know, I like it. Like I showed my mom Brownsburg, and my brother, I showed him Fusion, and he was like, "Oh, you like this, huh?" I'm like, "You don't even." I sent him my fan favorite too, which I will get to. I sent him my fan favorite because we bonded over their music as children, let's just say that. So, and I know I really do like juxtaposition. I wanted to put Amp up there. I had a hard time putting them in top five. I just love them and wanted to give them an honorable mention. They're using Bad Bunny. I can't not.
And
Like, I have to.
those skirts are
Um,
everything.
oh, they're
Yes.
beautiful. They're so
Oh,
beautiful. They're so fun. I'll vacuum in that outfit too. I'll take one, thank you. And I really like juxtaposition. I love the use of their panels and the way that they add color and bring that show to life. And then they slide on those little wheelie things like Shen did with the skydiving show. So I'm like, oh, there's like all these little things that I'm noticing. So I really do like that show. I like the design. I like the music. I like the Phil Collins at the beginning when they bang on the panels with the drum right before the show starts. I'm like, yes, what millennial doesn't love that Phil Collins part? Um, but yeah, those are my top five. I like the pole dancer and Blessed Sack. I thought that was cute and fun and different. Something we've never seen before, I don't think. I get nervous for him though. Those look a little wobbly.
It does.
So
It
I just
does.
hope he's
I
safe.
watched the video,
low
yeah, and I
video.
watched
Yeah.
Nuance says pole dancer too, and theirs is much more rock solid. Because I saw Nuance first and I saw Sack.
I
I'm like,
just,
ooh, like you need to make sure that pole's anchored, baby. I don't
yeah.
we don't want you to fall.
As a parent, I am worried for his safety. But no, I like their show. I think it was fun. I like the pole dancing thing. I think people kind of eat that up because it's different
And it's the
and
careless
unique.
whisper. I mean,
Um,
hello.
I
Oh,
mean,
like, come on.
seriously. Music,
I was
music,
watching it and that hit, and I was like, you
best.
no, you can't throw careless whisper at me.
And I like Etude's design of their set. I think they stage that really well. I think the magician theme, the performance with the red drapes and stuff, I really like that a lot. I kind of was hoping for more from them. The design felt a little stagnant to me, but you know, choices that good for them. Their performers are phenomenal, and they're a South Carolina guard. So, but yeah, those are my top five.
I love your passion for fusion because I share it right there with you. It's so good.
Oh,
It's
there's
beautiful.
oh,
It's like effortless, but when you see it in person, you're just like the crazy crap they're doing on the floor is just like, but it doesn't look like it because it's so simple. Like it looks so simple, it's so effortless.
right.
So, and I like the
Mhm.
jacket slam. So,
I like the turnaround under the jacket. Yay, more jacket tricks. Let's go.
Alex, what you got?
Alrighty. Yes. So I have Fusion as well. Love the Ohio State jacket moment. Go Bucks. So yes, I love Fusion. I have Paramount as well. Blessed Sack. This is probably my like favorite Blessed Sack show in the last few years. I feel like it's really engaging, and I mean the pole dancer is just fabulous. So yes, I think Blessed Sack absolutely. I have Fantasia as well. A little, I've watched it a few times. I feel like this is one I need to see in person for Fantasia. I just adored last year's show. So, I'm excited to see them in person. But I do have them in my top five. And then I also, Eric, I have the same top five as you, juxtaposition as well. So was going back and forth between them and Etude, but I just think, I mean, Juxta has been scoring really well this season, and they just have so much going on. And it's just again, a very engaging and fun show. And very effective with the colors and the panels as well. So, yeah, it's my top five.
Excellent. Will, your top five, sir.
Not gonna deviate much here. So Paramount, it is really cool to watch. I don't know that I care for the soundtrack very much, but I like watching it unfold. It definitely catches, well, it caught me off guard seeing them set up, and then they like didn't set up, and I was like, what? Oh, are we waiting? What's going on? Oh. So there was a little bit of an element of surprise to it in terms of like how they unfolded the colored tarps and like the strips that they open up, and that was very cool. Fantasia, love it. I'm always a Fantasia fan, and they got me. It's not my favorite show of theirs, like you guys have said, but it is very good. And I think I like the colors they picked, and just the costuming is gorgeous. The flag is gorgeous. I'm so glad they have flag after we thought they probably weren't going to do that, so they they did bring it in. And yeah, they're just it's beautiful. It really is beautiful, but very different from last year. So I think it's kind of like, oh, they can do something else. It's kind of, yeah. And then Blessed Sacrament. Oh my God, love it. I'm gonna scream so loud Friday afternoon in semis when I'm there to watch it. I just cannot wait. And Fusion, like you guys have said, they are just exquisite. They are just fantastic. Yeah, and we don't get the flag feature that we want, but the flag choreography they are giving us is, I don't even, there's no words for it. It is beautiful and so effortless to watch. And I think sometimes that can be deceptive of like it's so effortless for the performers to do it, even though it is really hard, but like they're just delivering it. And it's like, oh my gosh, this is so good. But it's almost like maybe can get lost in the shuffle of things that are actually hard and are giving the performers an, like some of like the crazy, I'm gonna do a body roll 14 times and then launch it into the air, or whatever. They're not giving us that, but they're giving us the other side. I don't know but it's just, and that music. I mean, Appalachian Spring gets me every
Love it.
single freaking time. I played it in high school marching band, and I mean, I that was actually the first marching band show I ever saw in the 80s. My sister's band, they played Appalachian Spring, so I'm like, it's just always been it's almost like part of my life. So I love it. And then Juxtaposition. I can't with them. They just last year was a big old surprise, and I was so here for it. And I've loved them. I don't know, the last several shows they've done have just been just spot on with just the look, the sound, the choreo, all of it. And yeah, and they're gigantic. It's like, how many people can you cram on this tarp? I don't know, but I'm like, it's blows my mind, and I'm just super here for it. But yeah, they're just fab, and I feel like they're doing a good job of like just slowly doing their thing, creeping up, climbing up, and so I think they can definitely crack the top five.
I'm here for it. I feel the same way about Amp when you're just watching them and you're like, where'd all these people come from? Like Amp is just like, my goodness, there's so
Whoa.
many people on the floor. And to your point about Fusion, I feel like Fusion truly respects their flag line and treats them as an equal to the weapon line as rather than a backdrop. We saw Etude last year that had the killer little flag line section, but every year Fusion's flag line is featured, given great moments. They're not a backdrop. I love it. Love it. Claps to Fusion for that one. All right. So we're going to do medalists and fan favorite. And I am up first. And so top two medalists, I don't think it's going to be a surprise. Fusion and Paramount. I'm going to say, if we're ranking them, my head says one, my heart says the other. And that's the problem I'm in. But I'm going to go with my heart on this one and say Fusion wins, Paramount second, and Blessed Sacrament third. And then fan favorite, Elevate with the Mortal Kombat show. Even if they don't make finals, they're just I mean, there's a lot of options, I think, in independent world for fan favorite. I mean, you've got Amp, you've got Vox Artium, you've got Elevate. I think even Fusion, a lot of people are connecting to Fusion as well. But I just think that Mortal Kombat show, I don't think anybody's, I mean, the kids are going to go bananas for that. Even, although not to sound like an old millennial, but do kids even know what Mortal Kombat really is anymore? Because they're using like the old school, like the original stuff. Like it's not this where there's like 6,000 characters now. I mean, we had 10 characters to choose from. So, Alicia, what you got?
You stole my fan favorite. So I'll start there.
I
My
didn't steal
fan
it. Just great
favorite.
minds think alike.
Yes. My fan favorite is Elevate 2. That is the show I sent to my brother going, Justin, this is our music. This is our song that we and like he's a video game freak and he's like, Oh yeah, that's so cool that he's been around color guard since I was in it when I started, he was like 10. So he's been around color guard his whole life too. And he's like, "Oh wow, I can't believe a guard's doing that." He goes, is the stuff they're doing hard?" I go, "Well, yeah." He goes, "Because it looked like, it was very difficult." I said, "Yeah, it was." And he's just so innocent. Is the stuff they're doing hard? Yes, yes, it is.
Quite.
And he was like, "What class is that?" I said, it's World." He goes, "Oh wow." So, but yeah, love them, love the Mortal Kombat. I was doing my research for this episode and I watched it with my kids, and then it popped up on my Spotify, the Mortal Kombat remix, and my son turns it up in the car. He goes, "Mom, it's the song." So we're just like loving the 80s, 90s vibe of it. Weren't they doing a thing where you could pick the winner on Instagram? You could.
They've been doing their own, like, yeah, you can choose your player and
I love
see.
that.
I'm not sure how that's going for them with that, but it was a cute idea to
Yeah, that's super cute.
engage
I love that.
public.
Yeah, from my understanding, it just changed the ending. And so they
Yeah.
just have a couple quick options, like the last like two sets, and then just, okay, it's the blue person that does it instead of the yellow or whatever. So
Yeah, I love that show. And I think that's such a unique way to involve people, like involve your fans. That kind of thing gets you fan favorite when you're engaged with the people that watch, and other guards and that kind of stuff. I love that. So Elevate is my fan favorite. My medalist.
oh, I saw that look. She's
Well, I can show you where I have some people. So number one is Fusion, because I just really want them to win really bad. I don't have the current leader in the medalist position,
oh, okay.
but they will probably, just because but my ranking, I have, and this is, you guys are going to be like, "What are you talking about?" I have Juxta in second, and all your faces, and Blessed Stack in third.
We're here for it.
I went with my heart.
I am here for that.
I agree. Yeah, I'd be happy
that is
with
the
it.
plot twist we need in Color Guard. That's amazing.
I went with my heart.
Alicia's like, I'm going
But I
against the
also
grain
look,
here.
and I'm nothing against Paramount. I think their performers are fantastic. It's just not a show that is grabbing me right now. I like their uniform or their costumes. I like all of that. It's just, to me, I just see the other top three as the top three. That's where I'm at.
And they're your predictions. You can say whatever you want.
And I'm sure I'm wrong. It's fine. I'm okay with that.
You're voting with your heart, and I respect that. And
Yep.
I support you.
Thank you. So when you get people commenting, coming at me,
I already put one disclaimer in here, and we'll put another one in there later. Like, calm down, people. This is just for funsies. We're not the judges. We're not placing people. We don't pick you. We don't hate you. Get over it. Whatever. Because y'all are doing the same thing in your car anyway. And
right.
half of the people in Bethlehem were doing it in the stands. All the trash talking in the stands. I was just like, dude, like, you do not know who's sitting around you. Like,
did we not have that conversation?
you and I had this conversation on your episode. Absolutely. It's just,
they did not listen.
no, they clearly did not listen.
Did not heed our advice.
Like, I understand we all make little shady reads and stuff like that, but people were just straight up trashing. And of course, it was the Scholastic A guards. Like, come on, y'all, these are kids. If you're going to trash somebody, at least trash the adults, that can take it, right? I mean,
right.
If you're going to stoop that low,
yeah,
like, come on. I actually got up and moved during a break because I was sitting next to a group of queens. I'll just say it. There was a group of queens that just like, and they were just I don't like that. Ooh, what's this? Ooh, what are they doing? Every single show that came out. I'm like, why are you here?
Do you even like
right?
Color Guard?
Exactly. Like, do you like what's being?
Yeah. Do you even like Color Guard?
Oh, goodness. Anyway, all right.
Don't trash talk the kids.
Alex, your medalist and fan favorite.
All right. I also had Elevate as my fan favorite. I want to give honorable mentions to Voxardium and Amp as well. Not probably nobody's surprised by that, but I love this Voxardium show. It's just it's so good. And that flag, the flag ripple at the end, that's going to be a moment of the weekend. I'm telling you right now. So, yeah, so Vox RDM and then AMP. I mean, I would not be surprised to see AMP get fan favorite as well. This show, absolutely. It's cleaned up very nicely. I feel
Yeah.
like
And
so.
to your point, I will say I
Um,
love the infusion of life that those groups specifically have brought to World because the sport needs it. I mean, not everybody needs to look like that because then we'd be tired of everybody looking like that. But it's just when we were in the beige era and everybody looked the exact same, and then AMP comes out with the Joker show after COVID, and we're like, what is this? A fun show that's successful. And then yeah, I'm here for it.
yeah, and that's why I mean, that's why I appreciate Elevate as well. You know, again, fun show, very accessible to the audience. I mean, you're sending it to family members who get it, right? So it's fun to be able to have something that you can share with a family member, and they're like, oh yeah, that I know what's going on there. So yeah, I just absolutely love the fan favorite groups in World Class, and I just want to see more of it. Give me more, give me more, give me more. Okay, and then my medalists. I I I do think Paramount's gonna win. I have them in my in first, so I just I'll believe it until I'm proven otherwise. So I have Paramount in first, and I do like their show. It works for me. Then I have Fusion in second, and then Blessed Sack in third. Although I wouldn't be surprised to see Fantasia moving up there as well. But again, this is my favorite Blessed Sack show in a long time, so I really hope to see them medal as well.
Yeah, I think it's a fair take. I mean, my head's telling me Paramount's going to win, but I'm just going to go with my heart in this episode and pick Fusion because I mean they're so close anyway. It's
Yeah.
so we'll know in
Or,
semis when they go on back to back.
or will we? You never know.
Yeah, you never know.
Will final picks.
Final picks, medals. I'm gonna go in reverse. So third place, Blessed Sacrament. Second place, Fantasia. First place, Fusion. And fan favorite, Elevate.
Yeah,
I could not believe watching Elevate on the Avon live stream. I was like, I did not expect it to be that good. Like I heard they were having fun. I'd seen some pictures, I'd seen some little clips and things. I was like, I can't, this is gonna be a lot of fun. Holy cow, that soundtrack is a masterwork of whoever constructed that for them needs a award on their own. That is so well put together, blending all that together, and the costumes are fabulous. And I'm gonna say shout out to Band Shop for making those. I don't think anybody would have expected Band Shop to make those costumes. 10 out of 10. They are gorgeous.
especially Team Yellow.
Gorgeous. Yeah. Um and yeah, they're just great. I would not be surprised though, as Eric just or Alex, sorry, as you just said, Amp also could take it, but I'm gonna pull for Elevate because it is just I think it can span multi parts of the audience as far as just like getting people to be like, yes, oh my God, So I think yeah.
And
So
Elevate
here's
is
hope.
wall to wall fun, where Amp has its moments.
Amp kind of ebbs and flows. Elevate does not let up, which I think might be part of, a little bit of their struggle as far as, stamina and keeping that going. And like, I mean, they are at a 10 the whole time and like you can't let up. Yeah, it's so much fun.
They don't have much of a moment to breathe, that's for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they don't have a lot of the pacing of it, it's very intense and could work in their favor.
Well, it's Mortal Kombat.
Hopefully.
You're fighting to the death. I mean, there's no.
That's true. That's
For
right.
sure.
That's very
That's what I
true.
would tell the judges. Like they don't ever get a moment to breathe. Well, they're fighting for their lives. That's the whole point of the show. Have you played the game?
That's an excellent. Yeah, that's very true. Very true.
Any other random predictions anybody has?
I have a couple like it's fun. Like I think this would be like a little surprise. Like it would be cool to see this
Sure.
kind of moments in independent world. I had listed out all the schedules and I like made like who I think is going to make semis and who I think is going to make finals. And I'm pulling for Ultima Rhea to make independent world finals. I think that would be their first time ever in that
Yeah, because
class.
this
I
is
don't think
this is
they've
their
made it
second year
since
in World. Yeah.
they've been so and I saw it at the Beeford Regional, the one last weekend, and I'm like, all right. Like they usually always kind of have that powerful woman kind of vibe we've woven through their shows, even when they were in open class, which is great, and they're fabulous to watch. I mean, so much fun to watch. But this one, woo, they like ramped it up to a 10, and I'm like, come on, Alta Maria. I hope they it'd be really cool. And then and I think I'm hoping that this is the year that we finally see Palm Desert in Scholastic World Finals. That group has been showing up to Dayton in that class so many years since 1999 when they got in there. Let's go. Let's freaking go. I think so many people have fallen in love with them the last few years, and it's really exciting. So I'm gonna keep all my self crossed in hopes that they can get in there. Yeah.
I will say they say hello very well. That kid runs out of that prop, tosses at 7 and backflips and catches it. That's the
Boom.
first 3 seconds of the show. It's just like, that's
Yeah.
what kids are doing now.
Yeah. It's wild. And then I'll have one more. I think this could be the year that we see finally more than one Kentucky guard in Scholastic A finals. I'm hoping for three. I'm really hoping for three. I think we'll have at least two for sure, but three would be freaking amazing. So let's go, Team Kentucky.
Team Kentucky. That's Campbell County, Madison Central, and Larry A.
And
Ryle High
Ryle.
School.
That's right. Woot woot. Yep. Lexus is back in world class, so Lexus is back in world class, so it'd be awesome to have them in there too. But
Yeah, that was one of my like other predictions as well. 3 Kentucky groups in A-class finals.
never had that
So
happen before, and that would be
my fingers are crossed. I love all 3 of those shows too. So and then what was my other? I had a couple other ones. Will, what you were saying with Alta Maria, I would love to see them in finals as well. And I think also with them, what's cool is all of their members are members of their color guard in the fall as
yes,
well.
that's right.
So
Yeah, they're
like you have to like whereas like yeah I think a lot of like college or groups affiliated with colleges you don't have to be in the band or go to school there, whereas Alta Maria you have to be a member of the $1 Million Band at Alabama in the fall, and then so all those kids are open class age,
yeah,
so
it-
or performers are open class age
yeah.
and class, so I would love to see that, and I love their show this year too, so that would be fun. And then what else did I have? I also said, I mean, this is a stretch, but all 3 independent classes will crown a champion that came into finals in second place or lower. So we'll have some jumps from semifinals to finals for all 3 of the classes.
That would
Sorry if I worded that weird. I tried to find the best way to word it, but yes, I
I
think we'll
love
have
that.
something,
So the top seed will
which
not
I
win gold, is basically what you're saying. Okay.
correct. Okay, there you go. That's a better way to say it. Thank you. There we go.
Yes, love
Perfect.
it.
And then the last one, it's going to be sunny and 70 degrees in Dayton for rainy last year. So
I'll
please,
take
let's all
sunny and 60, as long as there's no
Sure,
rain.
60,
I think people
yeah.
just take
I mean,
sunny after last year. They're like, screw the
yeah,
temperature. We just don't
Yeah.
want rain.
just manifest it, please, because I can't I can't handle the rain again. Yeah.
How about you, Alicia? Any special predictions?
I predict that there will be a tie for second place in any of the classes.
Ooh.
Okay.
That's my wacky
Well, you know
prediction.
what's
There will be a
funny
tie for second.
is I have a tie on my list too. But it's not for
Oh,
second. It's for
nope.
first
Ooh.
in Independent World.
Oh,
Oh.
shoot.
I was thinking about that earlier today, and I'm like, you know what? Let's just really ramp up the controversy and everything this year. And like, you know what? First place tie, Paramount Fan Infusion.
How big is their spread right now?
Point
I don't-
0.25.
Oy.
Is it that? Okay. I was thinking it was like 4/10, but okay. Even smaller. Gosh. Crazy.
Yeah.
Have we ever had a tie for first in
In Independent World, there was in Scholastic World. In
Yes,
98,
but wasn't it Miamisburg?
Miamisburg and Logan.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Logan and Miami's that's right. Yeah. But not Independent
Not
World,
that I
don't
know
think.
of. Maybe back in the day, like in the 80s or something, but
Mm.
recently I know.
Oh, yeah, it was SAC and San Jose Raiders in 90.
Oh.
They tied for first because that was SAC's first medal or first gold medal. That's right.
Well, there you go. See?
Go. Yeah. See, it pays to have all that stuff up in my brain.
So Alicia, you got a tie
There
for
you go.
second. What else? Anything?
What if there would be a tie for 15th getting in?
I
That's
was
happened
just
before.
thinking that very thing. I was like, ooh,
Yeah.
what if we had and we got 16 groups in finals? Boom, 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 boom. Wouldn't that be wild?
And for each class. Because it has happened before.
Oh yeah.
Happened
a,
in
a couple times where they squeaked in.
We also had a couple years where they only had like 16 independent world groups. They just let them all into finals
Yeah.
instead of
the late 90s that happened a couple times. Yeah.
After COVID, 22, I think, too.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. That would be wild though. Yeah, multiple ties at the
I'll take that.
fifth.
There's Scholastic World for sure. Give me tie for 16th. Three-way tie. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Oh my gosh. Oh shoot, that'd be wild.
Yeah, because I think Scholastic World, whoever misses 16th is going to be a 10th if it's going to be close. That group of bubble guards for both world classes, but I think Scholastic World in general is going to be so tight. And I do think Arcadia is going to run away with the class like Woodlands did last year.
Agreed.
Easy 2 to 3 point victory.
Here's a shady prediction. Ooh. Independent A, nobody breaks 95.
I can see that.
And that's sort of shady, but also realistic because I've been really surprised at how low the independent A scores have been all season long.
They were like that last year too. I don't know what it is with.
I can't remember last
Because
year.
it was prelims at Dayton. Nobody broke 90 in prelims.
It was like, what is happening? Why are you all not giving them credit? Like, because there's so many great shows. And it's like, come on, like, it's not gonna hurt anybody's feelings. Like, give them a 95, give them that 96. Come on, whatever. They're gonna win anyway.
Right?
Right.
Yeah.
Might as well blow them in there. But I would not be surprised if nobody breaks 95.
I believe it. Independent A always seems to be the lowest scoring class for some reason.
So, yeah, it's so weird.
Scholastic A makes more sense. There's 20 units. There's more numbers management. The numbers just get pushed higher. But and the world teams are always, there's always the standouts that are pushing the activity. So they're, Avon with Voila, and then you go back to like with Onyx and stuff like that. They're just, when they're groundbreaking. So it's just some with Independent A. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I guess they expect more because they're generally more mature performers. Because Independent A is so weird because Scholastic A, it's high school kids. Independent A is judged on the same sheet, but they're college age kids.
Well, not all the time though.
Well, not always.
Look at even some of the independent A guards coming this year. Well, there's the one from Kentucky. They're marching some high school kids, but they're competing in independent A. And yeah, you just never. That class is always like you never know who's marching in those guards. They could be 12. They could be 21.
They could be 25 apparently.
Oh.
But anyway, anything else?
I will say, I think
I almost broke Alicia
because we have not seen any of the international groups, right? I don't think any of us, the four of us, we haven't seen anybody, right?
Yeah.
I did write down. I think Mayflower will crack the top 10, and I think Sensation and Connected, both from the Netherlands, I think they're going to make finals in Independent Open, and then Sonor and Lazy Clips both making finals in Independent A.
International units. Let's put in the international.
I'm hoping that group from Thailand will make semis in Independent A. I think it'd be really cool.
Yeah, I saw that.
They're not bad. I mean, the videos I've seen them online in the past, they're not bad. So if they can hang in there, but that was the group they got moved out of Scholastic Open and put in Independent.
That's what I was wondering.
I think Eric, maybe you told me that they submitted their video and they submitted their video, I think, or something, and they were reviewed and they were like, you know what, I think you're going to be better in this class, so let's shift you around. So they're in Independent A now.
Smart,
but
they're still coming. I thought that
they've come before.
Where are they?
I think it's the same school. Maybe it's a different group, but there was a group from Thailand a few years ago, and I could have sworn that they made semifinals. But maybe
You
I'm wrong.
know, 2016, 2017, I took my school to
Mhm.
Dayton and we went on right after a Thailand group. And I wonder if it's the same
Might
school
be.
because I
Mhm.
remember the name being really long and I glanced
It's
at the
like
schedule here and
it
it
doesn't
is
even
like,
fit on
it
the.
is
Yeah, it's like
really long. So I was like, maybe it is. Maybe it's the same group.
yeah.
And they did make semis that
Maybe that's what I'm
when I
thinking
took my kids.
of.
So
Okay.
that's what made me think maybe it's the same school because you mentioned that.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So let's
How
go
exciting.
international. I love it. It's exciting. Yeah. I think there's
Yes.
nine or 10 total groups outside of the US.
We need more. I
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
color guards starting to flourish in Mexico. Maybe we can get a Mexican guard to
Yeah.
come up.
Yeah.
I got a bunch of Mexican guards that follow me on Instagram and
Mexico,
everything,
the
and I'm
Philippines. Well, in Europe, I mean, Europe has a slew of them. They just don't, always travel, I guess. But there's a whole bunch in like Germany and stuff.
yeah. They used to have a
That's
European
right.
regional.
Yeah. When was the last time that happened? Was that maybe early 2000s, maybe?
It was definitely pre-COVID. It's been a while. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, all righty. Any closing remarks or anything from our predictors? I'm going to take your silence as a no. So
I'm excited.
Good luck and don't.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Good
We'll
luck.
be in Dayton. I'm
Take your
excited to
mental
see everybody.
pictures.
Yes, Alicia. There you go. Say that louder for the kids in the back.
Good luck. Take your mental pictures. Even if you aren't in the arena, it's okay. I know a lot of kids look forward to the arena, even if you're not performing in the arena. It's okay. You're gonna do great, and just take your mental pictures of what you want to remember. Don't let those moments pass you by. Don't take them for granted because you don't know if this is the last time you'll perform or you're going to continue next year. You don't know. So don't take those moments for granted and just try to remember every little thing you can and have fun with your friends and just show everything that you've trained and worked for this year and building up to this moment, and just don't take it for granted. Don't let it pass you by. It goes by really, really fast. So just enjoy every single moment and just take a second and whatever floor you walk out on, whether it's the arena or one of the other venues, whatever floor you walk out on, just take a moment and just breathe and look around and see where you are and think of where you've come from to get there.
Beautifully said.
I'm
Yes.
gonna start
Maps
crying.
for
That's
that.
really
Wonderful.
good.
That was like the perfect like mom slash teacher speech. Like you're like, I'm gonna pull from both of my cards
Yes.
here and put it together.
Well, I did teach for quite some time. That's what I would want somebody to tell me before I
Yeah.
went on.
Yeah, that's what I always tell people. Just enjoy the moment. Enjoy it. It's stressful. It's a crazy weekend. Make sure you take the time to enjoy it.
And eat and drink water.
Water, 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 water.
Hydrate. So important. Hydrate. You don't want to pass out after your show.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I thank you all for being here. This will be going live shortly before Dayton. So don't forget, you have until April 7th to submit your own Dayton predictions and have a chance to win some free merch from me. So make sure you check that out. And I thank you all for being here. I hope you have a wonderful Dayton. Alicia, I hope you have a wonderful cruise. Because I know you'll be going on
You
a trip. Yep, I
too.
leave on Saturday morning. That's
Woohoo!
why we're doing this now because I can't
It's
do it
so
next week.
soon.
So
You're gonna
I
have
can't
so
wait.
much fun.
So thank you
Thank
for being here.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, that's going to be it for this episode. And again, I wish you all the best of luck and skill in your performances. I'm so excited for Dayton, and I know you are too. It's hard to believe the season is coming to an end. It has been a wild ride this year for sure. I'll be doing the post Dayton recaps again with an episode dedicated to each class, and those will come out rapid fire after Dayton. So keep an eye out for those. So until then, stay safe, stay fabulous, and remember at the end of the day, it's just flags in a gym.